Have you ever found yourself lost in a specific memory? Maybe it could be you driving past your elementary school and revisiting those past memories with your childhood friends, or you get a flashback of Christmas when you were 10 years old. This feeling is called nostalgia, and today I'll be explaining its relations to philosophy and the beauty of it. The word nostalgia comes from the ancient Greek word nostos, which means return home, and algos, which means pain. At first, the word nostalgia was created in the year 1688 as a medical term, after a Swiss medical student named Johannes Hofer noticed a pattern within his patients where they all became physically and mentally unstable after not being able to return to a location, like home. He decided to come up with this term, nostalgia. This literally means homecoming in pain. This is used to diagnose his patients. The said side effects of this nostalgia were apparently loss of appetite, higher risk of suicide, and hallucinations of the people and places that you miss, which is naturally embedded into our brains. The best cure for this nostalgia was to send the soldiers home from deployment. Scaring it out of them was also an option, inciting pain and torture. Doctors eventually realized that nostalgia wasn't a physical thing, and the word was no longer a medical diagnosis. This happened in the 19th century. They came to a conclusion that nostalgia is a deep emotional phase reflecting on your past in an appreciative manner. Now, I'll answer this question that some of you may have. What is nostalgia? Well, it's hard to say. Nostalgia may feel different for everyone, but to sum it up, nostalgia is a deep emotional state which is defined by sentimental affection towards your past. It contains intense feelings of loss mixed with happiness and a bittersweet desire for the past. Nostalgia is a feeling of comfort, helping us connect with ourselves on a deeper level, looking back at our history and even recollecting our identities. This feeling often pops up out of nowhere unexpectedly, triggered by a familiar song, maybe even a smell, could even possibly be an old picture, causing all the memories to start flooding to the brain with nostalgia. Nostalgia allows us to cherish our memories and find a meaning in the past. Philosopher Søren Kierkegaard explains that longing and despair are central feelings for the experience of a human being and are vital to understanding life. For Kierkegaard, memory wasn't just a way to look back at past events, but a strong emotional experience that can provoke feelings like regret, melancholy, or longing. He insisted it was an escape, a way for us to connect to the past whilst facing limitations of time and not being able to relive moments. Even though nostalgia is a mix of pain and joy, this itch for the past contributes to human development and wisdom. Using nostalgia, you can realize your mistakes from the past and use that to grow as a person. According to Kierkegaard's theories, this longing often leads to self-reflection and helps us accept life's complications and hardships, allowing us to be at peace with our past decisions, good or bad. Experiencing nostalgia helps oneself become closer to themselves and confront big ideas like existentialism. Philosophy often connects with the nature of time and memory. Thinkers like Aristotle and Augustine have dived into these concepts, pondering on how our experiences may shape our reality. Nostalgia, in this light, can be seen more as an opening to our past selves, a way to connect with who we once were. It's more than just reminiscing. It's a deep reflection on our personal evolution and self-identity. One could even argue that nostalgia is a form of existentialism. Jean-Paul Sartre, an important existentialist, emphasized the importance of individual experience and personal meaning. When we feel nostalgia, we aren't just recalling events, we're seeking meaning in our lives. Each memory is a piece of the puzzle that makes up who you are, and when those pieces come together, they create a complete picture of your life. Next, I'll talk about the art and beauty of nostalgia, but before that, I'll explain what art and beauty are. Art and beauty encourages us to deeply think about necessary aspects of life and where we belong in this life. For example, we may reflect on questions such as, What does it mean to be alive? What is our purpose? Since art often has interpretations of life, death, and whatever is in between. Art can change our perceptions and show us new ways of experiencing and understanding things. A quote that I wanted to share from Leo Tolstoy is, "Art is a human activity whose purpose is the transmission of the highest and best feelings that man have attained." This quote instantly leads me to think about nostalgia. Since for me, nostalgia is the best possible feeling attained to man. Art also captures the full range of being human, including emotions, experiences, and relationships. This is what allows us to connect with one another on a deeper level, helping some of us understand each other as well as ourselves. It is a powerful expression of emotions and ideas which words cannot display. Beauty, on the other hand, is usually viewed as subjective and creates important aesthetic experiences that elevates normal perception. It is often personal, since what one person perceives as beautiful, the other may not. This just adds on to the value of beauty. Plato suggests that when we find beauty in nature, like sunsets, mountains, landscapes and such, it inspires this kind of philosophical pondering about our existence, and artists draw their inspiration from the real world of nature, stirring up deep questioning of our place within this world and how we are connected to it. Ultimately, my point is that beauty and art are intertwined, where each reflects and influences the other. Art is a visual representation of the expressions of beauty, and the way we perceive beauty shapes and creates the way we deal with art, and together they are a dynamic duo, and they provide us with a better understanding of the world and our place within the world. How is nostalgia beautiful? Well, nostalgia is such a beautiful feeling which no other thing can make you feel the same way. Everything alive must die at some point, and at any point in time anything could pass like it never happened. Nostalgia can't be killed, nor can it be changed. It's a feeling that remains in the back of your head. The reminiscing of it is so exciting that it makes you want to leave everything behind and go back. As removed from the maze of life, nostalgia provides a safe space where the comfort of precious memories is at its highest level. It allows us to re-experience moments of joy, laughter, and love, giving us a sense of connection to the events and places that shaped who we are. This longing may both be exciting and painful, reminding us of what we've lost while also appreciating the beauty of those memories. In doing so, nostalgia can guide us through our lives and improve our awareness of ourselves as we move forward and analyze ourselves through past events. Interestingly, nostalgia isn't always about accurate recollection. Our minds often repaint the past, creating an ideal version where everything turned out perfectly. This recollection may not align exactly with reality. It offers comfort and makes the past seem so perfect that you want to go back. This is one of the things that makes it so beautiful. Another thing about nostalgia that I find beautiful is the fact that it can be a communal experience. Shared memories forge unforgettable bonds, which creates some sort of sense of belonging and awe. Sociologist Maurice Halbach introduced the idea of collective memory, the shared pool of knowledge and experiences that shape a community or society. There's just something so magical about reminiscing memories with someone else and conversing about nostalgia. It brings us closer. Nostalgia, in all of its depth and complexity, explains that the past never truly disappears, but lives on within us, affecting who we are and how we see the world. This deep connection to our memories gives us more than just comfort, it also provides wisdom, allowing us to discover meaning and connection in our lives, also allows us to analyze our lives through the past. Nostalgia, when seen through the eyes of philosophy, changes from reminiscing into a reflection on identity, life, and meaning. Nostalgia is a universal experience that connects us to one another. It is charming and elegant.